Shalom, shalom, family, and aloha from Maui, Hawaii. This is your Sistah ChaYah with your Breaking Melchizedek News Headlines for Tuesday, January 7th, 2025. Can you believe it's 2025? I pray that you all are well. Welcome to those that are new to the Melchizedek Network. This is the network that represents for the King of Kings. That's right, the true Messiah. Many around the world know him by Jesus Christ, but many also know him by his true name, Yahshua, Yahushai, Yeshua, Motza the Lamb. He is our Messiah, and all are welcome here on the Melchizedek Network. Family, before we start with the headlines, because we already know since the year has started, it's been just one thing after another. Let's start with some encouraging words because we really need that right now with so much that is going on. Some motivation, some encouragement, some spiritual enlightenment. A lot of things we have no control over, so we have to allow the Father's will to be done on this earth. Let's start with some edifying words from Blessed by Yah. Okay, let's see what she has to say about forgiveness.
Shalom, family. Today we're going to talk about walking in forgiveness. And so in the Third Testament 42 and 31, it says, "Come to me, all you who carry hidden pain in your heart. Concealed, you bear pain that betrayal has caused you, and your bitterness is great because some much-loved person has deeply wounded you." 43, "In truth, I tell you that in the very instant that you award forgiveness to those who have offended, in all its fullness, you will feel my peace. For in that moment, your spirit will have united with mine, and I shall extend my mantle to forgive and cover all with my love." So family, I'm telling you, forgiveness is not just for the other person. It's so that you yourself can walk in freedom and that peace will be restored to your spirit. So today, family, this is Blessed by Yah saying, I love you and walk in forgiveness. Shalom.
That's right, family. It's a very good time to walk in forgiveness. A lot of people like to wait until it's just, New Year's and make it a New Year's resolution. But every day our Heavenly Father grants us is a day that we can forgive others, make amends, and reconcile with those that, we may have had grievances with. I'm going to start with the weather. And thank you, Blessed by Yah, for that beautiful word. Going to start with the weather because, of course, so much is going on. But before I do, family, I have some breaking news, and I got to share this with you because there was a Sasquatch, yes, I said Sasquatch, search that left 2 unalived. So I got to start there and let y'all see this headline right here. Shall we?
I've got one that can see. I've got one that can see.
You doggone right you do.
Welcome back here on Live Now from Fox, 11:52 on the East Coast and 8:52 on the West Coast. I do want to take you out to a developing story as we are getting information and new information coming in from the Associated Press. 2 Oregon men found dead in a Washington state forest after they failed to return from a trip to look for Sasquatch. That is according to authorities in that area. Now, the 59-year-old and 37-year-old appear to have died from exposure. That is according to the Skamania County Sheriff's Office. They posted these photos here on Facebook. The weather and the men's lack of preparedness led the office to draw that conclusion. Sasquatch is a folk.
Yes, brothers and sisters, you saw that headline right. They were searching for Sasquatch. And I don't know what happened there. Maybe they caught up with him. But I thought that I would open up the breaking news with that. let's go to the weather. You know I don't have no sense. That was for Brother Tyrone and Sister Ruette. But Sister ChaYah ain't got no sense. Let's start with the weather because there's so much going on around the country, around the world with this weather. And I'm going to start in California because a lot of people missed this. Yesterday, they were talking about, extreme fire danger for California. So let's get an update because I have some breaking news about that situation.
The Fox Weather Alert, good morning to you. I'm Craig Herrera here with Britta Merwin. Santa Ana winds, they're picking up again for Southern California, and they are bracing for an explosive fire risk with these Santa Ana winds. In fact, the National Weather Service out of Los Angeles this morning posting to X stressing that areas that don't typically see wind will be windy. You can see that right there. And a heads up, all caps, a life-threatening, destructive, widespread windstorm is expected Tuesday afternoon through Wednesday morning. It includes Ventura and LA County. And this does include, by the way, places like the San Fernando Valley. That in particular, because you think about how populated the valley is. When I was in California, I was in Encino, and you get gusty winds sometimes, but this is one of those events where it is going to include you. Coming right off of the San Fernando Mountains, right off the San Gabriel Mountains, and today we've got the critical fire danger. And notice with the high pressure moving a little far.
Fire danger, fire danger. They called this out yesterday, and all of a sudden, as I got ready to go online and bring you these breaking headlines, I saw this. Who would have knew?
Now, this is a brush fire that LA Fire Department says at this point is 20 acres. It just broke out a short time ago, started with 2 acres, and now it's grown to 20. This is in the area of some homes. There are neighborhoods in this region where it is, but at this point, we're being told that it is a brush fire. Now, from where we were in Malibu, you can start to hear emergency vehicles and see emergency vehicles headed in this direction. Potentially going to this fire. That's where we're headed right now. Now, this area too, of course, one of these areas of concern with these winds. In Malibu, where I just was, they had sent an alert out to residents where they warned of what they called life-threatening hurricane-strength winds of 50 to 80 miles per hour. Their message to residents was even during the extreme winds to stay indoors away from windows. And so Malibu obviously highlighting the concern with the winds. Just last month, the Franklin fire broke out in these high wind conditions.
Pacific Palisades. Well, they called it. If you saw there on Fox, they said, even areas that normally wouldn't see fire are going to see fire. And bam, just like that, we have fire right now. That's an ongoing situation. Sistah ChaYah will keep you up to date on that one. Meanwhile, over here in China, we had a huge earthquake in the area known as Tibet. Check this out.
This is the moment a major earthquake hit China's Tibet region. At least 95 people are dead and many others are injured, according to Chinese state media. The earthquake hit Tibet's holy Shigatse city at around 9 o'clock local time Tuesday morning. It had a magnitude of 7.1 and a depth of 10 kilometers, according to data from the US Geological Survey. Tremors were also felt in neighboring Nepal and parts of India. Chinese President Xi Jinping has called for all-out search and rescue efforts and to resettle affected residents.
Yes, family. Looks like that did a lot of damage. They're still trying to update people on the death count. I'm sure it will climb. I think right now it's around 100 people, but it was pretty strong. I honestly feel like it was stronger than a 7.1. Also in the news over in China, I saw this, and those in the USA really need to be paying attention to this.
5 years after COVID-19 gripped the globe, China might be dealing with a new outbreak. Some on social media are claiming a little-known virus is overwhelming hospitals. Known as human metapneumovirus, or HMPV, it causes flu-like symptoms. There are posts alleging the virus is overtaking emergency rooms, but Chinese authorities are not confirming those claims. Official reports indicate rates of multiple flu-like illnesses are on the rise, but people are only being asked to wear face masks and wash their hands frequently. India's top.
Well, I'll keep you up to date on that one as well over in China because I feel like we're getting some conflicting stories. But people are definitely sick, not just China, but all around the world and definitely in the USA as well. Let's continue with the weather because right now, not only did we get, all this snow in several parts of the Midwest, the South, Southeast, there's a storm going towards the Northeast, but some things coming to Texas. I mean, man, this winter storm, it has not stopped. And I want to talk about that right now.
Winter weather, it is, as you saw, prompting significant challenges across several states. In particular, let's take it into Ohio. The greater Cincinnati area is another situation, another example where we're getting another round of heavy snow in some cases. The National Weather Service is warning drivers to be cautious, move slowly. With more snow accumulating, we could have low visibility as well. Also, just the wind. That's going to be another thing you could be up against, including snowdrift. So let's break it all down. Let's take it on the ground there. Fox 19 multimedia reporter Kaylee Schuyler, who is on the ground in Cincinnati. Snow's still coming down.
It says 320,000 customers without power right now over 6 days. But I'm actually going to look at the power outage website and see if that number has changed, because I'm sure it has.
Good morning. Thanks for staying with us here at Fox Weather First. I'm Britta Merwin.
Hope you're having a great start to your day. I'm Craig Herrera. I almost said Monday. It is Tuesday. I don't want to set you back one day.
Don't take us backwards.
Don't take us backwards. In fact, as we move forward,
some people, this might be their Monday.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, that's true, because a lot of people probably didn't work yesterday with a big storm. And we got another one to talk about yet again.
Let's go ahead, bring up some live cameras this morning, get you out the door. There is a look at Dallas and Nashville. We can see winter weather in both of these cities. Yep.
Dallas is like what?
I know Dallas. Trust me, everybody in Dallas knows. My sister's already texting me. She does not live in Dallas. She lives in Austin. But no one in the state of Texas is not talking about this storm. Now, the Fort Worth area, they just went under a winter storm watch. So it's getting real. With the impacts that we're expecting, it is not just Dallas and Nashville. Memphis, Little Rock, Atlanta could all be impacted. And I think the tough thing is we started the week off with an impactful storm, and we will finish the week off with an impactful storm, which means resources are stretched thin and patience can be stretched thin as well.
And this is going farther south.
Yes. And, this is early in the game.
Yeah.
So there are going to be changes, but for folks that live farther to the west, such as Texas, the time is ticking. So this is what we know so far. It's going to be an impactful storm. Snow, ice, but that line of who gets what is incredibly important, and we don't exactly know the path just yet. This is an area of low pressure that's moving in from Mexico, but it does combine with a chunk of energy from the northwest. And
this is not looking good. Not looking good. Texas, I'm sure you all remember a few years ago when you had that big, snowstorm, particularly with the ice that left a lot of people without power for weeks. I would prepare, as well as other states, because they said they don't know what states this is going to, hit exactly as far as who's going to get the real brunt of this thing. So people need to be paying attention to these weather alerts and trying to just stay aware and as prepared as possible, because power outages is a major concern right now. Also, we've had a few deaths regarding this winter storm that's been passing a good portion of the USA.
At least 5 people have died in the winter storm that has seized parts of the U.S. in its icy grip, leading to mass school closures, travel chaos and power cuts. 7 U.S. states, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, Kansas, Missouri, Kentucky and Arkansas, have all declared emergencies. More than 2,300 flights have been cancelled, with nearly 9,000 delays also reported owing to the extreme weather. It's caused by a polar vortex of icy cold air that usually circles the North Pole, but is reaching further south. Thousands.
Yes, they're calling it the polar vortex. AKA, It's going to be a dark winter. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, family. Everybody needs to be paying attention and taking these warnings and these alerts seriously. Yes.
The first major winter storm of 2025, the deadly system has killed at least 4 people, shut down roadways, and left thousands without power. Whiteout conditions paralyzed travel, with lake-effect snow forcing an hours-long ground stop at Chicago's O'Hare Airport on Monday. And just outside of the nation's capital, Reagan National Airport shut down its runways to keep them from freezing as airports across the nation absorbed more than 4,000 cancellations in just 2 days. And this morning, the roads remain at risk, with authorities in Missouri urging drivers to stay home as they were forced to shut down roadways endangered by snow, ice, and low visibility. We have meteorologist Michelle.
So I have family in Missouri, and I'm sending out my prayers. I've been communicating with them as well, telling them about these weather conditions. But over the next few days, definitely those that are like in, Texas, Oklahoma, Mississippi, Alabama, Kentucky, Missouri, Kansas, Louisiana, even parts of Florida. I saw yesterday that there were tornado warnings in a number of parts of Florida. Virginia is getting a lot of snow, but the main concern, not just the states that are going to get snow and what's moving towards the northeast, but it's this polar vortex. It's this extreme cold weather. They're talking about temperatures that haven't been seen in many years. And so people need to prepare just in case there is a power outage. Look out for your neighbor as well, not just you and yours, but look out for your neighbor. Look out for others. Call, make sure friends, those especially your seniors, make sure they're okay. My grandfather's in Nebraska. I just had to send him a very comfy and snuggy coat. Sent him a snuggie with the hood, and he's loving it. So look out for your senior citizens, you all, and those that may have compromised immune systems and been dealing with illnesses and things right now. Look out for them. But since I'm talking about the USA, did anybody see this in Saudi Arabia? I saw this and Sistah ChaYah was like, wow. When I say that the whole world is going through some things in regard to the weather, yes, the whole world.
Vast areas of Saudi Arabia, including the revered city of Mecca, have been overwhelmed by severe storms, unleashing torrential rains that have turned streets into rivers and swept vehicles away in their wake.
Yes, you heard that right. He said the revered city of Mecca. Extreme flooding going on right now in Saudi Arabia. So everywhere is seeing the effects of these disasters that are on the earth. The word has already called it out that these things would take place. Meanwhile, I saw a headline and it said something about whooping cough, is back and the cases are increasing. Something to be concerned about among many other viruses and pestilences that are upon the earth right now.
Doctors are warning of another disease on the rise. CDC says whooping cough cases are at the highest they've been in about a decade in the U.S. There were more than 33,000 cases reported last year through December 21st. The respiratory illness starts out like, your normal cold, but the cough that comes with it can last for weeks or even months. Young children are at the highest risk of getting sick. Early treatment with antibiotics may help lessen the severity, but health experts say the disease can be prevented through vaccination.
We can vaccinate children, and we really need to get back to sort of a sane environment where parents are really taught that these childhood illnesses are unnecessary.
Doctors also say whooping cough is highly contagious and can spread for weeks after the cough develops.
Yes, you can also pray for your children, and you can, give them all types of organic, things, especially like the fruits, the vegetables, some vitamins, things that help the immune system. We do have natural immunity. Yeah, that's what our Creator has given us. So, everything that the alphabet group is always telling you to do, I wouldn't trust it right now, especially seeing this right here.
Down from Louisiana here. The Department of Health there, listen to this. The first person has died from bird flu in this country, in that state. This is somebody who was in the hospital about 3 weeks ago. They had the country's very first severe bird flu infection. The question then comes up, okay, given that this happened, what is the risk for everybody else? The Louisiana Health Department says it's generally a fairly low risk unless you work with birds, poultry, or cows, or have exposure to them, maybe recreationally, you're at a farm a lot, whatever the case may be. Dr. Kavita Patel is joining us now. Okay, talk us through this, right? Because this feels like it was a threshold, if this happened, of an alarm bell sounding, the first person to die from bird flu in this country. Talk us through it.
All right, you all. I had already been giving you all some hints, and was telling you that the alarm bells were going off about the bird flu. I told you that I felt like, we may find ourselves in this situation, very soon. I mean, the writing is on the wall. So I don't know why people, are disregarding the signs that right in front of them. So I'll keep you up to date, but they're saying they have the first death related to the bird flu. Anyway, family, with everything that's going on, let's leave out with a laugh. Hey, we gotta laugh, We won't be able to endure. This stuff will consume us. Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying. I tell you, you really do. I got something that I want to share with you all. And man, I've been tickled about this video for the past week. I've watched it 20 times. And I want to share with my brothers and sisters, especially those that are goofy, just like Sistah ChaYah. You know who they are. You know who you are. Sister Ruette, Brother Tyrone, Brother Jason, Brother Yosef. So I got to share this with you all before I'm out of here. I will see you all probably in a few days to update you on things in the news, because a lot is developing. But, I can't do the news every day. It would be too consuming for me. I have to keep my focus on the word, because I'm working on a very big docu-series and things that I am studying in these hidden books. Just like yesterday, I brought out some information about Ashtoreth. I'm always, doing some deep diving on these fallen watchers and these wicked deities that have been influencing so many. So look forward, family, to this docu-series that I'm working on. I'll be announcing it because it's quite it's a big deal. So I'll tell you later. Meanwhile, let's enjoy this funny clip that I found online. I'm calling it the video of the year, and I'm not the only person that thinks like that. But man, this is just too funny. You got to hear the lyrics to this video here. And this brother, he's a true comedian. I mean, when you can just put this much personality into a 20-second, 30-second clip, hey, that's talent. I will see you all in a couple of days. I love you all with real respect. And as always, here on the Melchizedek Network, peace, love, unity, and respect for all people. And you all enjoy this hilarious clip. Shalom.
Hey, everybody clap your hands. They not like us. I took a pocket, hey, they not like us. I took a pocket to pay, take a poke. Hey, you a rapper, young whippersnapper. You ain't been through nothing. Have you ever had to leave the studio cause your sugar got low? I got gout in my pinky toe. Hey, did you hear what I said? I took a pocket to buy. I got gout in my pinky toe. You a rapper, young whippersnapper. You can't be me. I got a bad bladder. Every 30 seconds, I got to pee. Hey, I see you trying to date these women. Hey, I see you trying to date her. They don't want you. They want an old school, cause I change the alternator. Hey, you a rapper, young whippersnapper. I take you to the pole. Hey, are you a rapper, young whippersnapper? I take you
said I got gout in my pinky toe. Sister ChaYah will see y'all later. Love you, family. Mahalo from Maui, Hawaii.